Welcome to the Fundamentals of Music. In this course, we are going to study harmony, rhythm, and melody. And we're going to put these elements together to build songs on the computer. But before we do that, we are going to practice the rhythms out loud. We are going to utilize them, we're going to clap them, we're going to tap them, so we get some understanding of them before we then enter them into the computer to build songs. These rhythms are the rhythms of the African diaspora, originating in Africa and then spreading to myriad places, and everywhere they land they create miraculous new forms, such as reggae in Jamaica, or calypso or soca in Trinidad, bossa nova and samba in Brazil. And these are just the tip of the iceberg of all the phenomenal, jewel-like, kaleidoscopic musics that there are in the world. On my sabbatical, I was fortunate to travel to Cuba, Brazil, Kenya, Ghana, Senegal, and the Gambia, and to research these musics in various places. I had lived in Jamaica for 6 years and experienced different forms of music on the island of Jamaica, so it was very fascinating to go to Africa and see the origin of some of these rhythms. One of the things I discovered, though, throughout my travels, whilst I was expecting to hear certain similarities in the patterns, in African patterns, which I did hear, one of the things that I was struck by was the absolute kaleidoscopic difference of musics on the ground. There is absolutely no relation other than some fundamental patterns between samba and mambo, for instance. Mambo in Cuba is its own incredible thing. Samba in Brazil is its own incredible thing that is different than anything else anywhere else in the world. It's even different than samba that's played in North America, or Cuban mambo is very different than mambo that's played in North America. So it's quite a fascinating journey, and our journey will begin with the tresillo. And to quote my good friend Julian Gersten, the tresillo is a rhythm that makes the world dance. It is found in a broad swath of traditional musical styles, from sub-Saharan Africa through the African diaspora in North Africa and the Mideast, Eastern Europe, the Mediterranean world, eastwards to India, Indonesia, and the folk music of China, Korea, and Japan. It's an important element in much popular music, from Latin American tango, salsa, and reggaeton, through North African Raj, and Turkish arabesque to Bollywood. So this rhythm permeates so many different countries and musical styles after it originates in Africa. It actually possibly it's spontaneously generated from a number of different places. My study has been this rhythm as it originated in Africa and moved out across the countries of the diaspora. The basic tresillo pattern goes like this. You might recognize this as a pattern from dance hall, or the bass line to a calypso or a mento. Dum, 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 dum. New Orleans music will sound like this. So many different styles use this tresillo pattern, and this is the beginning pattern that we're going to use. I have with me various drums that I've collected from around the world, and they are as kaleidoscopically different as the musics that they generate. This is a djembe from Ghana. This is an atabek from Brazil. This is an ashiko from Cuba. And this is a Rasta repeater from Jamaica. The Rasta forms are some that I'm the most familiar with, having lived in Kingston, Jamaica, and experienced for over a period of 6 years, actually over a period of 10 years, experienced these musics firsthand. The Rasta repeater is made from goat skin, wood, Jamaican wood from the hills, and rebar. Construction rebar. The very same rebar that was formed, that was utilized to build concrete jungle in Kingston, is in the Rasta drums. This is the Rasta repeater. It has its own completely unique, deliciously deep and metallic fascinating thing to me about all of these drums is they are formed of the soil. They are formed as music drops. It's like seeds in the soil. You water it, it becomes an entirely different plant in every different country. This is a Cuban clave that I got near a river in Cuba. And the clave is the name of the instrument, but it's also the name of the pattern. The clave is related to the tresillo. The first half of it is the same as the tresillo, which is this. But then the clave has a second half, which flips it around and leaves other beats out, and it sounds like this. There are a number of other patterns that will interlock and play on top of this. If I have the tresillo going, I can have a cascara pattern on top of it. And a myriad of fantastic possibilities erupts from these various interlocking rhythms. And we're going to learn some about these. We're going to build them into the computer and begin our experimentation and create our own unique variants of these forms. Everywhere music drops, my personal feeling is that everywhere music drops, even if we're in this room and you play music in that room, it develops its own wonderful microculture, like a microclimate. And this is the infinite nature and beauty of live music. And we will be studying it in this course.